So Christopher Coombs wanted to start the episode differently, so I'm just going to pass the mic to him.
Well, you don't really need to pass a mic. We have a mic each.
We have it each mic.
But we do want to welcome you back to the So Far So Good podcast. Just so you guys are aware, I'm a little bit under the weather. So my voice is a little bit what is it? Nasally? Is that the word?
Nasally? Yeah.
Nasally. Yeah.
Nosy.
So I do apologise.
That's okay. These things happen.
But
that is quite a new way to start the episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it's happened before.
Yeah, I mean okay, let's start. That's it. Let's start the episode.
No, we haven't. We've got to do the pre-beginning question.
Okay.
The traditional question.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay. You forget things when you're feeling under the weather. Okay.
That's right.
My question this time, it sort of links to a story I remembered. Something I won't remind you. Okay. My question is, do you think you've ever maybe possibly seen a ghost?
Yes.
Oh my god.
No.
He remembers the story.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Do you want to tell the story?
Remember, guys, straight away he said yes. Okay.
But there's no such thing as ghosts.
I'll tell the story. So, it was in Sri Lanka. You're thinking the same story, right?
Yeah.
We got to Sri Lanka. We landed quite late at night. And it's a 1 a.m. And we had to go straight to the hotel where we were staying for the first night, obviously, because we have to sleep. So we get there, everyone's tired, everyone's sleep deprived, whatever. We settle in. Me and Chris are sharing this room for this one night. And then the next morning, it all goes well. It's quite a nice place, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And yeah, the next morning, do you want to tell them your experience? What sparked this story, actually? Chris woke up and said, man, I think this place is haunted. And here is his reasoning.
I'm telling you right now. So I was having a dream.
Yeah.
And I woke up in the middle of the night in this estranged country where I didn't know where I was.
You knew
because of I was tired and this and that, and I saw a flash, and I saw this flash, and then I went back to sleep straight away. Even though my heart was pumping, I was that tired. I went straight back to sleep, and then I woke up in the morning, and realized there was something haunting the room because there was just this flash that came straight into my eyes right in the middle of the night.
Just remember, this is coming from a photographer who sees flashes all the time. But his first instinct was this flash was a ghost. So
it wasn't necessarily a ghost, but something was haunting in that place.
But your mind straight away went to this flash was something paranormal.
Yeah, it was.
I disagree because
it wasn't normal.
It could have just
so
been a power outage.
It has to be paranormal.
I didn't wake up from anything. I had a fine sleep that night.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was only haunting my side of the room.
It's because you didn't look like a local. Let's get into it. So far, so good.
All right, well, so hopefully no more flashes from now on, and we can get back to normal activity in the world.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true story.
Now, something that wasn't quite normal happened this week, actually, in the NBA, the National Basketball Association.
So I've been seeing a ton of memes left, right, center about everything, and I don't understand really any of them.
So basically what's happening, for all of you that follow basketball, there's been a lot of power shift going on in the NBA with a lot of players changing teams because their contracts have all finished this year. So there's been a lot of people that can move places.
Yeah, exactly.
And also even people with contracts are, forcing their way into trades to other teams.
Yeah. Wait, so at the moment, is it just these trades happening or have games started already?
No, games don't start until about October.
Okay, I was going to say it seemed like that's very quick. But
that's
really
the thing
waste
is with
time.
the NBA, things are just constantly happening.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah, well, that's what it sounds like. I'd just like to remind everyone, I called that the Raptors were going to win this
Yeah,
season.
we're going to have to give it to him.
Thank you.
We're going to have to give it to him.
He knows that I've said it in these past episodes, so he can't deny it. He usually hates admitting that he's wrong, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but he only guessed it because it was his own team.
Yeah, but you say that dedicatedly for your own team. I'm not going to be like, yeah.
Regardless, you're going to pick them every year to win.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm a diehard fan. I have 2 jerseys of they don't play on the teams anymore.
Yeah,
but
Calderon,
DeRozan. Yeah, and DeRozan. Maybe I should buy Okay, continue your story.
Anyway, so my team is the Los Angeles Clippers.
Correct.
Now, there's two teams in Los Angeles, the
Yep.
Clippers and the Lakers.
That's
The
right.
Lakers already have LeBron, Anthony Davis, a few other good players, so they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, the Lakers are top notch.
Yeah, and Kawhi Leonard, who played for the Toronto Raptors and pretty much single-handedly brought the team to the championship. Even though it's a team sport. But if you ask any of the NBA media, that's pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah, I have.
Although I do hate saying they single-handedly, because it's a team sport.
It's a team sport, but I guess the morale is just lifted up when you have a player of that stature and playing alongside you.
Yeah,
because I've seen a lot of people's number one basketball player lists, and Kawhi is in there for a lot of people. And it's quite inspiring to see.
Yeah. So
even though he dogged us.
Hang on. So he got traded to Toronto last year. From San Antonio.
Yes.
Okay. But he only had 1 year left on his contract that he got traded on.
Yeah.
So he's gone through, won the championship, and now he's free to do whatever he wants.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people saying whether he would go back to Toronto or whether he'd go to LA.
Yep.
And they weren't sure which team that he was going to go to. I said it from the start. And okay, hang on a second. Breathe. Everyone breathe. Take a deep breath.
There's no evidence of him saying this from
Take
day
a deep
one.
breath, everyone. So, in the sports betting, there was actually... You could pick where a player was what team they were gonna go to.
Man, these days you can bet on everything.
I know.
Wow.
And literally last week, I was gonna put a bet on Kawhi to come to the Clippers, which is my team.
Yeah.
And then I go in, and they no longer had it because I think it was like too short notice because too many things are happening. So they're like, nah.
What were the odds?
Dangerous. I don't know. But I was gonna put money on it because I just had a feeling. I had a feeling because he's not gonna go to the Lakers because they're already stacked.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna go back to Toronto because he wants to be in LA.
Okay.
Even though they won. But yeah, news came out the other day that he's coming to the Clippers.
Wow.
And Paul George, who is one of the best players in the league, probably one of the top 5 players in the league.
Who does he play for
also
currently?
coming to the Clippers. He was playing for Oklahoma City.
Oh wow.
So how crazy is that? I was so hyped when I found out the news. I was losing it.
Clippers are like the new Toronto, getting all these new players.
Better. What do you mean the new Toronto? Get out of here.
So I had a question: do the players get a choice, or is it they're sort of, the board? Or I don't know how it really works. But do the players think, I'm going to move, or is it the people who manage them, like the team owners or whatever?
So basically, the people that run the team, can trade them to wherever they want, really.
And the players don't have a say?
The players have a manager who talks on their behalf.
Okay.
So, the manager would say, look, he wants to be traded, or, if you're going to trade him, he wants to only go to these teams. Okay. But at the end of the day, you can get traded and that's it.
So sometimes they don't have a say?
Nah, not really. No, they don't really.
Wow.
It's
a bit sad.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's I guess the sad part of sport. Because I think it's in most sports that happens. But it's in the NBA that it's like people get traded like mid-game. Last season, this guy got traded mid-game.
Is that what happened to Kevin Durant?
No.
That was mid-game.
So Kevin Durant finished his contract and then he's gone.
Oh, so he did it. Then why does everyone hate him if he did it sort of by the book?
Okay. What he did was he was playing for Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
They versed Golden State in the conference finals.
Yeah.
Which is the one before the grand final.
Okay.
Right? They were up. Oklahoma City were up 3-1, and then Golden State came back and beat them 4-3.
Yep.
Right? That year, Kevin Durant was the MVP of the league.
Yep.
And Golden State were the top team on the ladder, and they just lost in the finals.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So Kevin Durant, who is the best player in the league that year, then goes and joins the team which was essentially the best team.
But
and the team that he lost to.
yeah, but
It's like,
was
that
it his
saying,
choice?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because his contract was over, and then he went and signed a deal with them.
Okay.
It's like you're right. Imagine you're the best at. I'm trying to put this in your terms so you understand.
You did speak pretty simple English. It does make sense.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why it's like a really soft move. It's like an easy way to get a championship.
So it was just like everyone was mad because he didn't really do anything challenging.
Yeah, because
Okay.
he was the best player, which then joined the best team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But doesn't that make sense? If you're the best player, you join the best team, or
No.
you are the best team.
If you're the best player, you want to beat the best team.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like,
'Cause
whenever I'm playing basketball, if I have a team that's like a rival, like we want to beat them, there's no way I would leave my team and go and join them willingly.
Yeah, see,
no way.
It's like now this. Okay, it's like if I'm playing Mario Kart, and there's two teams racing, and I lose to that team. I'm not going to be like, okay, I'm changing to red team now. I'm going to be like, I'm staying on blue team. I'm going to verse you again.
Exactly.
Fair enough. You wouldn't understand because you hate video games, but it makes
Hey,
sense.
Mario Kart's my jam, man. Come on.
Okay, so I just remember you used to have this T-shirt with this picture of a snake on it, and you used to go around saying, "Check out my Kevin Durant T-shirt."
That was so good.
It makes a lot of sense.
But yeah, basically, I'm super hyped for the NBA season.
Yep.
I can't wait. My team. Well, the Clippers now have the best odds to win the championship,
They do, but Toronto can win again.
and I've already put a bet on them to win it.
Wow.
But I can't specify how much or anything on air because I don't want to. I don't want.
You should
I don't want.
specify
No,
it
I don't want our listeners to
to make the same bet and ruin
yes,
the odds.
and lose.
Okay.
No, and lose.
Oh, well,
Because
you're not encouraging him to do it. We just want you to say it so there's evidence in future episodes. So next time you say, I said this from day one, you actually have proof. Like
Well, it doesn't
me.
matter. I've said that I've put a bet on them
Okay, well then, if you win or lose the bet, you can tell us.
because I don't want I don't want to sway people to then make a bet because then they'll
Fair.
sue me.
Once again, you are really overestimating the influence you have on some people.
Now, just before we get on to the next section here, I just wanted to make a quick shout out
Yeah,
to two people.
go for it.
The first one is Timothy Coombs.
Tim Coombs, he's a good soft soul.
Yep. And the second one is Michael Daradia.
Yeah, another great soft soul.
They both answered my question, my issue with the phone situation.
Yep.
All right. So what the answer to this situation was?
Well, wait, let's just quickly refresh the actual problem you had. So what you wanted
It's
was...
super hard to explain.
It's not that hard. It's hard in Chris's mind. He wanted some things on silent, but one thing not on silent. Is that right? In a nutshell?
No. So yeah. So I wanted everything on silent except I wanted my phone to actually make the sound when it rings.
Yep.
But I also wanted no vibration.
Okay.
Because normally when you put, you can put the phone on loud and you can put everything else silent.
Yeah.
But it will still vibrate for everything.
Okay, yeah.
So what I want is everything on silent except for the ringtone.
Yep.
And then the rest of it, no vibration as well.
Yep, that makes
All right.
sense. Yeah.
Now, the answer to this question, which is pretty hard to wrap your head around. You put your phone on Do Not Disturb,
Yeah.
which puts the vibration off completely,
Okay.
and then you just put the phone on loud.
Okay.
And then, so like the ringtone on loud,
Yeah.
as in, so it makes the sound.
Yeah.
So then when someone rings, it's on, but it being on Do Not Disturb, everything else, no vibration.
Ah, simple solution, and that's what you were looking for.
Mm.
Because in my mind, there's a whole complicated way you can do it by personalizing all your notification styles. But that's a pretty straightforward, one-way sort of solution.
Yeah.
So thank you to those soft
Yeah.
souls for those recommendations.
Yeah, so I've used it and it works.
Have you kept
So
it on that
shout
setting?
outs. No.
So I saw this coming.
On and off, on
I
and
knew this
off,
would
on and
happen.
off. No, but it is a first world problem, let's be
Yeah,
honest.
that's true. It's a first world problem. Well, speaking of first world problems, I kind of have another first world problem. Actually, I don't know if you'd call it a first world problem, but I'm calling it a first world problem.
All right.
Now, as all our soft souls would know, as you so publicly announced, you even did a whole episode on it. It was your birthday earlier this year in April.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Great day, actually.
A great day, great episode, I'm sure. But I had ordered you a birthday present online.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
About a month and
You
a
did
half.
tell me that.
I told you that because on his birthday I couldn't give it to him, and on his birthday celebration I also couldn't give it to him. I ordered it a month and a half before your actual birthday,
Really?
and now it's about 3 months after,
Yeah.
and it still hasn't come.
What?
I just wanted to tell you I wasn't making it up. I've sent emails out, and let me just tell you the
That's
place
actually
I
pretty
got it
hectic.
from.
I actually forgot about this
It was
completely.
it's a Kickstarter product.
Ah,
A very
okay.
cool Kickstarter product. And
They
I know
normally take... Oh, dude, I think I know what it is.
I don't think you do.
Oh, no. That's
Actually,
not
you
Kickstarter.
you might. It's Kickstarter, Indiegogo, it's one of them.
Yeah,
It's not
okay.
Indiegogo. Kickstarter's the main one, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Kickstarter. So I ordered it from there, and I was expecting it to come within, let's say, a month, because I know these things take a while. You're not technically buying the product, you're pledging an amount towards it,
Yeah.
but you get the perk, and the perk was I get the product.
Yeah.
And it's been, let's say, 4 months, and it still hasn't come. And then the other day, I got an email from, let's say it was Kickstarter. I can't remember which one. I'm calling it Kickstarter because I'm pretty sure it was. I get an email saying, "Did you receive your product yet?" And I said, "No." I clicked on it, and then I filled out this mini survey. It was like, "Did you receive a product? Did you hear back from them saying how long it would take?" I'm like, I didn't hear any of this. So it kind of jogged my memory again. So I've sent them an email, and I just want a date. Even if you give me a rough date, I just want a rough date. Just tell me it'll come in 3 years, and
That's
I'll be
pretty
like, okay.
bad, though.
Pretty bad, man. At least a little bit of communication.
Yeah.
So, just updating you on that, updating our soft souls on that.
So, so did you emailed the company
I did.
that, like...
Well, I can only talk to them
created
through Kickstarter as well, so I don't know how.
Really?
Yeah, because it's all done on Kickstarter. It's not like a company.
Ah,
Yeah,
so
so
they
it's like-
don't have like a website and all that stuff yet?
Look, I haven't checked. I've got to check all that. This legit happened a couple of days
So
ago.
how long do they take to respond to emails?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, this is the first email I've sent, so I'm hoping when the weekend passes, I'll get a response.
Pretty pathetic, though.
A little bit pathetic.
But when you order it,
Mhm.
it normally says...
Yeah, so
when
when I
you-
ordered it, it said it'll be late March, which was I was like, this is
Really?
perfect. Yeah,
That's so bad.
it was pretty bad. And then April came, and I'm thinking, okay, I'll give him a little bit of leeway. Maybe the first week of April. Didn't come. Then all of April went by, and I thought, this is ridiculous. Chris is going to be here thinking I made this whole story up. And it's been about 6 months now. I'm just jumping the gun and saying 6 months, and it still hasn't come. So
Yeah, wow.
I've just got to get in contact with them properly, and we can figure this out. You'll get
Yeah,
the
no
present.
stress, no
You'll
stress.
get the present.
Don't tell me what it is either. I'd
No.
rather...
Because I'm really excited by what it is. I think it's super cool. So I'm just hoping it'll be here soon.
Yeah, all right.
I'll keep
Well,
the
that's
soft souls
exciting.
updated. Yeah,
That's exciting. Something to look forward to, you know?
exactly, man. These things happen.
All right, and moving on to the next sort of topical thing that we need to talk about.
Favorite word. Here, I'm gonna buy you a dictionary one day. Okay, continue.
No, I don't need a dictionary, you know?
I told you-
Everything is online now.
Okay. Well, go to dictionary.com,
Yeah.
and then it'll help you out a little bit.
Yeah,
here and
for
there,
sure.
here and there.
But I do need to give you a bit of a welcome home.
Yeah, thank you. I was
welcome
away.
home.
Thank you. It's interesting to be back. I was away. I went to Europe, mainly London.
Yeah. And he's sitting here in front of me with his London, England jumper.
Dude,
Classic tourist.
it's sort of a representation of the very expensive currency they use. So when I wear it here, I feel, first of all, comfortable. It's extremely comfortable and warm. Secondly,
It actually does look pretty
It's-
pretty warm.
it's comfy and warm.
Yeah.
It also acts as a souvenir.
Yeah.
And it also is a representation of the expensiveness of that city. So it's 3 in 1, and I'm sitting here like a king, I feel. Yeah.
Yeah.
King because they love royalty so much in that place as well.
Yeah.
So
You're pretty much like wearing your whole budget.
yeah, pretty much. But speaking of the king, actually, really quickly, I was scrolling on Netflix the other day, and this little thing, they've started doing this thing where when you scroll on it, you know where it says all that info, the details, or play now, or more info on the top half of the screen?
Yeah.
So I scrolled past the crown, and it said they've started doing this thing where they have a line on top of the info, and it says, "It's official, new season is coming." and that's on top of a lot of things, and it's making me very happy.
New season coming.
Yeah, like they say that it's just giving you a little bit of info. Because you know how when a new season is coming, they say new season coming out XX date.
Yeah.
Now they say it's official. A new season is coming. No date, but they're giving you that little bit of hope. That's making you think, yes, there is a new season, which will probably be in like 2 years, let's say.
Yeah.
But you gotta be patient sometimes.
Yeah. So how was the trip, and what were your highlights?
So man, London's amazing. Very similar to Melbourne. It is
Really?
summer there. Yeah. Well, it just sort of it's very very diverse, very friendly people. But apart like it's obviously full of history and full of great architecture.
Yeah, lovely.
Which is one thing I really like about Europe in general. Actually, it's just you go there and there is so much. Because Australia is a new country, relatively,
Relatively, yeah.
There's no ancient buildings. There's nothing cool like that, which is fine. When you're a new country, you're a new country. But it was a great place. Great place. Very happening.
That's actually what I loved the most about Rome, is that it's literally an ancient city with people like living nowadays with the fashion now and everything. It's so crazy to
interesting to see.
Just to sit there and like at a restaurant and just look at people walking down the street, and it's crazy. Walking
down the cobblestone roads. Hey, everything's cobblestone there.
Really?
Yeah, you went there. You tell me.
Oh, no. I'm like, I thought you were talking about London. I was like, hang on,
London,
what?
some of the roads are cobblestone, not as much as Rome. In Portugal, actually, because they were inspired by the Romans, because the Romans came to Portugal. Pretty much all their roads, well, not all, but a lot of their roads in part are cobblestone too. Yeah, which is extremely slippery. My sister actually slipped down a path walking to it. Yeah.
Ah, that's good.
So it's a thing. It's a thing I do. Do a walking tour everywhere. I think ever since Spain.
Yeah.
Doing walking tours.
Walking tours are awesome.
It's totally worth it. Firstly, it's advertised as free, which it's like a gratuitous fee. Like you pay you tip them, and they're always really good. So, doing the walking tour in London, I felt like a historical genius. I remember a lot of things. So one really cool thing I learnt on this London walking tour was there was actually one person who broke into Buckingham Palace.
One person?
There was a person that broke into Buckingham Palace.
Okay.
Like where the royal family lives.
Yeah.
Do you know Buckingham Palace?
Yeah. I don't know this story.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the story, fascinating story. So this guy, the details may be here and there, but this is the main story. He used to live in St. James Park, which is right opposite Buckingham Palace. Like, not live there, but he was like a drunk guy. He used to drink a lot. Whatever. This is not too long ago. I think it's sometime in the 90s. Sorry, the 1900s, not the 1990s. It's either 1980s, 1960s. I'll have to check my facts, but knowing So Far So Good, we don't do that.
Nah, never.
There was this one time in the 1900s. So there's this guy, I forgot his name, and he decided one day when he was drunk, I'm going to go into Buckingham Palace. So one night, he climbs the fence over the barbed wire, punctures all his hands, gets past all these guards, climbs up a pipe or something, gets into the palace. So let's just acknowledge, they have 24/7 guards outside Buckingham Palace.
Oh my God.
And someone's just climbed in, first of all.
That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
If this guy goes to jail, they are not keeping him in.
Right? If he got into Buckingham Palace, surely can get out of jail. Okay, so he gets in, and he's in this hallway, and he's just walking along this hallway, finds this wrapped up bottle of wine, which was gifted to the prince at the time when he was born, and it was there for him to open at the age of 21. Takes his bottle of wine with him, drinks it, gets into the Queen's room, and then lies down in the Queen's bed while the Queen is there.
What?
So he lies down in the Queen's bed, and then the Queen wakes up. So let's just acknowledge once again, he's gotten past all these guards. There's 800 rooms in the Buckingham Palace, and he's gone past everyone into the Queen's bedroom, and he's lied down in the Queen's bed while the Queen's there. So now the Queen wakes up, sees this random man. So she leans over and presses the emergency button under her bed.
Yeah.
Which doesn't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she's probably never had to use it.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's probably been there since, 1227?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So it doesn't work. And then, so she's a bit shocked, but at this point, she's kind of, like, taking it easy. Because the Queen's pretty cool, to be honest. So she's having a chat to this guy now, who's just sitting in the Queen's bedroom, drinking while just chatting to the Queen. And then he says to the Queen, do you have any cigarettes? And the Queen says, yeah, let me just call my butler. So she calls up the butler
Classic.
and says,
I'll call the butler.
call the butler, so British. Says, can you bring me a pack of cigarettes? And the butler's like, but ma'am, you don't smoke. And she's like, yeah, it's for the man in my room. And then obviously from then, all this panic goes crazy. So he ends up being in the Queen's room for like 25 minutes. So quite a long time, just drinking the prince's wine. Anyway, so obviously he gets arrested, gets taken to court, all of that. And then when they try to get him all charges, theft, breaking in, entering, all of that.
Yeah.
And then when they asked him about the wine, he said, I did the prince a favor by drinking that wine because it was terrible wine from California. And technically at that time, the Buckingham Palace was under state property or something like that. So he didn't technically break and enter. Anyway, he got let off with nothing.
No way.
Yeah, and then some reporters contacted him
crazy.
after he wrote some memoirs called My Night with the Queen. He's still alive. He lives off the royalties from that book, apparently.
Really?
Yeah, he's still alive.
That's nuts.
What a cool story.
That's a pretty cool story.
Apparently, a lot of things changed after that. I don't know if
like security-wise?
Security-wise and, laws. I don't
like
know.
laser beams and stuff. Someone gets in, they get automatically shot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's just one of my favorite stories from the walking tour. I highly recommend.
Yeah, walking tours are so good.
Yeah.
So
Especially, remember in Madrid, we learned so much.
Oh, man.
Plus, Buckingham Palace isn't that big. That palace in Madrid is gigantic.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the one that guy showed us?
Yeah. That was crazy.
There's one thing I do want to mention, and it's more of like a warning, because I messed up without doing any research.
Okay.
So I'm in London, and I'm thinking I need to do every touristy thing. Like I need to see all the London things. Yeah. So I need to see the London Eye. I needed to see Buckingham Palace. I needed to see Westminster Abbey. All of the London things. Okay. Then I'm talking to my cousin, and I said, "Have you been to London Bridge?" And she's like, "Oh, no, I haven't really been there." I'm like, "Okay, I'll probably just check it out while I'm in the area." Yep. And there's literally a station called London Bridge Station. Okay. So it's 20 minutes from me. I'm like, sweet, this is easy.
On train or what?
On train. Everything. Oh, the train system is fantastic there.
Yeah.
It's just as good as Japan's train system.
And you use your
credit card. Yeah, you just scan your credit card. It's so easy.
So you just you scan to go on and then you scan to go off.
Yeah. And even if they want to check on the train, they can just check your credit card to see if you've touched on. Very, they're ahead of the times, man.
How do they check the credit card?
Technology.
Like they have a scanner.
Yeah, they have a special machine.
Yeah, crazy.
But so then I get to London Bridge Station, and I'm so excited to see this epic bridge. Yeah, this epic historical bridge. And then I get out of the station, and I'm like, okay, the bridge must be around here somewhere. And I'm looking, and I remember the river's in that direction, so I'll just walk there. So I'm walking, I cross the road, and I get to this random bridge. And I'm like, okay, this is... I'm looking for London Bridge. So I'm standing on this bridge. And then I look at the river. I'm like, this can't be London Bridge. And then I look at the building in front of me, and it's literally named number 1 London Bridge. So I'm like, this is London Bridge.
So you were standing on the bridge.
So I was standing on London Bridge, and I was so underwhelmed. Think of, the bridge in Melbourne, the one that crosses the Yarra River.
Yeah.
It's a normal bridge, right?
Yeah.
That bridge was more exciting than the London Bridge.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, this is not the bridge. This is not London Bridge. Something's wrong. And I'm looking left. I'm looking right. And then in the distance, I see the bridge I want to be at. It's called the London Tower Bridge.
Oh.
So I'm on the real London Bridge, this boring-ass bridge. Like, I don't mean to offend any historian or historical staff.
Or any bridge makers.
Or any bridge maker. This is the boringest bridge I've ever been on. I'm looking down at my feet. I'm like, this is the London Bridge. It's not even busy. People are taking photos. I'm like, what are you taking photos of? There's nothing here. I was so annoyed.
What were they taking photos of?
The bridge.
But it's just a normal bridge.
It's a normal bridge. So on the bridge, I Googled. So I type in Google, London Bridge versus, and then the first result that came up was London Bridge versus the London Tower Bridge, and it pops up. And I see the photo. I'm like, that's the bridge. That's what I wanted. The bridge I'm thinking of is the one with the 2 big towers. It opens up at the bottom. It's when you think of London Bridge, that's the bridge you think of.
So that's actually London Tower Bridge.
It's actually London Tower Bridge. So if you go to London Bridge, I don't recommend anyone going to London Bridge.
But you said it was pretty close by.
Oh no, I could see it in
No?
the distance. That's all.
Ah, okay.
That's all I really want. I just wanted to see it. Yeah, it's just for the sake of I saw the London Bridge.
Yeah.
Well, I stood on the London Bridge, but I didn't stand on the London Tower Bridge. So everyone that wants to go to the London Bridge, go to the London Tower Bridge. I'm telling you, man. You should tell everyone that. I was very annoyed. So then I was in a souvenir shop on my last day in London, and I'm looking at these souvenirs. And you know those token coins, those souvenir coins?
Yeah.
So on this coin, it had a picture of the London Tower Bridge. I don't think any souvenir has a picture of the real London Bridge because it's boring.
Yeah.
So
So it would just be a bridge.
It would just be a bridge. So the souvenir coin had a picture of the London Tower Bridge, and on the other side it said, "I was here." I was like, I can't buy this souvenir. It's illegal for me to buy this souvenir.
You'd be lying.
I'd be lying to everyone. So I didn't buy it. But I made sure to get some souvenirs with an image of the London Tower Bridge at least.
Yeah.
Like I got this magnet and had that on it.
And you sent me a photo of the Big Ben. That there was some issues with that.
It's under construction, man.
Yeah.
And when I say under construction, the whole tower is covered in scaffolding.
That's
From
crazy.
bottom to top, you can't see a thing. Unless you go to a different... Like when I was on the London Eye, I could see one clock face.
Yeah.
Because it's like they just left the clock face open.
Yeah.
It's like the London Bridge was wearing a balaclava and you could just see
Yeah.
the clock face. But the whole thing is covered. And the tour guide was actually telling me... He was saying it's nothing personal. Like apparently it's been like that for about a year and a half. And it'll probably be like that for another 2 years.
Wow.
He said he's had people on the tour that have started crying. There was actually a lady with me. There was a lady that looked like she was about to bawl her eyes out.
Wow.
Yeah, because I get it. People go there just to see these notable monuments.
Yeah, but it's one thing.
It's
like,
one
relax.
thing. But look, come on, man. I feel for him. First
Yeah.
the London Bridge, then the Big Ben. But I wasn't that heartbroken by the Big Ben.
Yeah, I can understand, but no, I can understand, but I feel like there's more to your travels than just seeing a monument.
Yeah,
You know, you've
I
got the
know.
culture, you've got the food,
exactly.
you've got the people.
Damn right.
Then you've got heaps of different sightseeing things. If
Yeah,
one
yeah,
of
yeah.
them you can't go to, it's
One
I
of them.
feel like you know.
But the Big Ben's so famous.
yeah,
It's so famous. You think of London, you think of the Big Ben.
yeah,
Or
that's true.
you think of London Tower Bridge. You know, you think of one of the two.
or you think of the tube.
Tubes are fantastic there.
Now I heard you told me before you went that you were gonna do like London and possibly some areas in Scotland,
Yeah, yeah.
but then that didn't happen. Right?
That didn't happen. So we didn't even book we didn't book anything for Scotland over here.
Yeah.
And we thought we'll just go there and book it. And we got there, and the night before we were meant to leave, we're like, we should probably book
Yeah.
because we have to leave tomorrow. We ended up booking Portugal instead. Completely
Yeah.
different. Because the train tickets, they're affordable, but we thought, it's about the same price as going somewhere else in Europe.
Yeah, it actually is.
And everyone was recommending Lisbon in Portugal and surrounding areas. And I've never, no regrets at all.
Yeah, it looks like Portugal's amazing,
Very
especially Lisbon.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
amazing. Very similar to Spain. It got me really good Spain
Yeah.
vibes. Yeah.
And that market was massive. What was that market you guys?
Time
went
Out
to?
Market.
Yeah.
The indoor one. It was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah, the indoor one.
They had so many things there.
Was it just
really good
people
place.
everywhere?
People
Like,
everywhere. Man, everyone's is dressed so nicely in those places.
Yeah.
Even London, I wore trackies once because I knew it was going to be a full day of walking. And like nice trackies that sort of blend in. They don't look like trackies. And I felt like I was letting the city down
Yeah.
wearing these because...
I would never wear trackies out
Yeah.
of the house.
Yeah, well, that's why I got these Incognito Trackies. And I still felt like
Incognito.
Like-
What color were they?
they were black.
Oh, okay.
Like black, a bit more fitted, so they could pass as jeans from
Yeah.
far away. But then I also wore runners, and I thought I was still letting the place down.
Really?
Yeah.
With runners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like everyone had fancy shoes. Like people were wearing runners. Runners I could have gotten away with. But I did it all for comfort. I had no regrets there, but I felt like I let the place down.
Oh, well, just don't live with regrets, man. It's not worth it.
I didn't regret it.
You can't keep on to that
I
stuff.
didn't. I kept
It's not
away from
worth
it.
it.
I kept away from it.
No, well, that's good. So should we chat about some new movies that have come out recently?
There's one specific one I think you're thinking of.
Yes.
Should we just play a theme song instead of saying it?
We might get banned, though.
It's happened before. Let's say the movie on 3. 3, 2, 1.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. You were about to sing it.
You were about to sing it.
I didn't know. I was in that limbo stage where I didn't know
Yeah.
which one to do. But yeah, Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Yeah.
You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually really good.
I know Chris liked it because he sent me a message saying, "Have you seen the new Spider-Man yet?" So let's go back to first.
To be honest,
like-
I asked you that because I wanted to know if we could talk about it in the podcast.
No, I know. I'd put that. So going back to, let's say, year 10 English, I analyzed that message, and from that I got, you had already seen it, which was already a shock because you hate movies. Then
What do you mean?
I got we have it on an old episode of the podcast.
Okay.
Then I got, you probably wanted to talk about it on the pod. And then I got, you liked it because of the tone of voice in that message.
But there was no tone.
No, but I put the tone together. Two
So
and two
you
together.
created your own tone.
I created my own tone. I know you well enough to know what tone you're typing in.
No, but you know what? Recently, I've been pretty much watching every good movie that comes out in the cinema because it's better to watch it at the cinema.
Dude, 100% is better than watching the cinema.
If you want to watch it at home, you're just not gonna do it.
What?
You're just not going to.
You're not going to do it.
But if you actually physically go to the cinema to watch it, then
That's what it takes
you're
to
locked
get
in.
Chris to watch a
There's
movie,
too many
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there's too many things going on, too many distractions at home. So I've been pretty much watching every movie lately.
No, I appreciate it.
So this year's been really good for movies.
No, I'm happy. I'm glad that you're watching movies. This is I couldn't ask for anything better. What would you rate it? Let's say before we say anything else, spoilers, everybody.
Okay, yeah, okay. Spoilers.
You know what I've got to do? I've got to start doing in the description. Put like a time code in from when the spoilers start to when the spoilers end, so people that need to skip, they know exactly where to skip to.
Yeah.
So I'll start doing that from now.
But
Sorry.
I feel like people don't read the descriptions.
No,
they
but
just look at the title.
no, but
and that's it.
now listening to this, they'll know that all they have to look in the description and they know the time code to skip to.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or we can say spoilers from this to this.
no, but we won't
because
know
sometimes in the middle.
until we finish talking about the spoilers.
Yeah, I know, but you'll type in the description spoiler from this point to this
Oh,
point.
that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Spoilers from now. What did you rate the movie?
All right. It's a tough one. Can I do a 0.5?
Yeah, I'll let you do a 0.5.
All right.
Any other point, I'm not going to let you do.
All right. I'm gonna go 7.5.
Ooh, I thought it would be more from the way you're
Really?
talking about it. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
An 8.
Yeah,
Okay. Interesting.
yeah. Why 7.5? So
So
what you did last time when you talked about Endgame, I think you talked about what you didn't like. So tell me what you didn't like.
you want me to be all negative? Come on, man.
That seems to be the. I'm just trying to go with consistency. Okay, tell me what you liked. Tell me what you liked.
Dude, all the After Effects kind of
Yeah.
okay, so you know the part where he kind of makes him get confused about where he is, and then it looks like he's got all the illusions.
Yeah.
And then it looks like he's running down here, but really he's
It's like a full trip out for him. Yeah.
How crazy was that?
That was really well done.
And then it was all moving camera angles and all this stuff was happening.
The full scene
that
changes.
was crazy good. That was crazy good.
People that have played the older Batman games like Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, it really reminded me of the fight battles you have with Scarecrow because it is a similar thing.
Yeah.
But in the movie, they executed it so well, very creatively done.
Yeah.
And smooth transitions, very, very nicely done.
Yeah,
I
which-
did enjoy that.
Obviously, they are really good at.
Yeah.
But
it's Hollywood.
it still impresses me, man.
And I like how they did it too, because in the cartoons and comics, Mysterio he's like an illusionist. Like he makes them see sort of things. But I
Okay.
like the take they did it here, making it very technological.
Yeah.
So it tied in very nicely with the older stories.
Yeah.
So yeah, good pickup. I like
So
that.
did you like the whole illusion thing, that it was drones and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah. I
You
actually
like
really
that?
like that. Yeah, because of that reasoning. Because he is a character that trips you out with all these illusions. So I didn't mind that they sort of linked it with Iron Man's technology and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you didn't like that?
Nah, I liked it. But I did have someone saying to me, because we watched it in a group, and I had someone saying, I liked it, but the whole thing was based on it was just killer drones. Like it was just drones that were the whole thing. And I was like, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, I think
It,
it
I
goes
think
deeper.
it was good.
Yeah,
It does.
yeah.
It does. But yeah, overall, yeah, I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay.
Just because I'm not too sure. I was gonna give it an 8, but I thought, I'll go 7.5. But you know what? The ending was
really
amazing.
good. Yeah,
Amazing.
What an ending!
And at first, I was like, why did he put that video up shaming like Spider-Man and all that stuff?
Yeah.
When he's about to die. Like, wouldn't you be more worried about dying? But obviously, he did it because he wants to make it look like he's the good guy.
Yeah, exactly. He's just sort of ruining Spider-Man's reputation.
Yeah.
All the way around. And plus that epic plot twist when he names him, names Spider-Man who he is.
Yeah, when he says who he is.
Yeah.
So that's actually setting up the next movie to be pretty
good.
epic.
I'm very confused by that as well. Like I don't think that happens. Like he's still young. He's still in high school. So I want to see if it's going to be sort of repaired, like an end game kind of thing, not that hectic, or if the story is going to be from there on. Because I was thinking maybe this is where they'll introduce Miles Morales. Do you know Miles Morales?
No.
He's like another Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah. Have you seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Not sure. Was that the other recent one?
That was the other recent one, the animated one.
Nah.
Really good. It won Oscar for the best animated movie.
Yeah.
You'll like it.
Actually, yeah, I was going to watch it. I don't know what happened.
Watch it. I highly recommend. The main Spider-Man of that is Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Or like one of the main ones.
Yeah, so, but going back to what the next Spider-Man's going to be leading on from this one.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I was super hyped about, it's going to be epic.
Yeah,
because they all know who he is. Now he's got to prove that, it wasn't him.
It wasn't
and
him
all this
and
stuff.
Like yeah.
But then I also had someone tell me that he wasn't too sure how it's going to end up because it's not really Spider-Man anymore. Because Spider-Man was meant to be like, your neighborhood friendly.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's
all that, yeah. And I think he was worried about if it's gonna become into he's being sort of taking over Iron Man.
Yeah, which is also. He's not Iron Man,
yeah, I know, but
he's just
even
Spider-Man,
I hope they don't go in that direction either.
Yeah,
because it's so much fun when he's that high school life.
I feel
and
like
Spider-Man.
they are gonna go into that direction though, because that's kind of what happened in Endgame. That Iron Man was kind of
like passing it on.
Yeah. But why Spider-Man of all?
Well, he had like a soft spot for Spider-Man. Iron Man did because he essentially brought Spider-Man into the Avengers team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a son figure to him.
Pretty much,
like passing on the torch.
And I think even Tony Stark was like a father figure to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Peter. So a lot of deep parts in this movie, a lot of humor.
And and how funny is the friend?
The friend is
the best friend.
Even in Spider-Man Homecoming, the friend was the funniest. Have you seen Homecoming?
Yeah.
Yeah. Friend was great in that too.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
You know when he gives the glasses up?
Yeah.
He doesn't want to have that responsibility and all that kind of stuff.
And he thinks he's like...
Yeah. Did you think that it was going to turn out that he was evil? Or did you already know? Or
Look, kind of. I didn't know. See, I know from the cartoons and comics that Mysterio is a bad guy.
Yeah.
So, straight from the trailers of this movie, I thought, what? Why is Mysterio a good guy? So the whole movie, I was kind of like, is he going to be bad this movie, or will it continue into another movie where it sort of shows why he's bad, or something like that?
Yeah.
Will it be kind of an origin for Mysterio too? So I think I didn't really see it coming, but I was on my feet the whole time waiting for something to happen. I feel like in the scene when he gave the glasses, I thought, okay, yeah, this is it. This is when he's going to reveal himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
I guess the other really good thing I liked was, that he's on the school trip.
Yeah.
And it's all like, he's got to sneak away so he doesn't get found out.
Yeah.
It was all really tied in nicely.
And that's what
really
I'm scared that we'll lose in future Spider-Man movies now that his name's out.
Yeah.
Because that's Spider-Man. That's that's Peter Parker and Spider-Man when he's in high school and when he's trying to work around everything. So let's see where it goes. You never know.
Yeah. It will be epic, but yeah, I guess it's not going to be the same.
Yeah. Let's see.
Which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'll
You
have to
never
see
know.
how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Tom Holland, a great Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Great Spider-Man.
Kid, man. Hey, he's pretty ripped, man.
He's ripped, man. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
only 23. The guy's set for life.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
23 set for
Yeah.
life. So he must have got into it around 1920.
Yeah, for
you know?
sure.
So good on him.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone once again for listening to the So Far So Good podcast.
Yep, we started the episode differently, but ended it exactly the same. We're really glad you tuned in. Keep updated on our Insta, and always listen to the So Far So Good podcast.
And we will catch you on the next one.
Laters.